Subscribe to Fat Man's Odyssey to find more facts, opinions, and inside stories. Disclaimer: I don't have a problem with Marvel. I love Marvel like all of you guys. But certainly, there is a lot wrong these days, so this video is all about what Marvel is doing wrong and will pay for it ultimately in long run heavily. Marvel Cinematic Universe is one of the most well-crafted universes in the Hollywood film industry. But lately, you see it has lost the plot it has created initially. Let's divide it by point and focus more. Point number 1. No standalone movie for superheroes. Yes, you heard it right, let's just talk about Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2 or even Iron Man 3. Don't you think Iron Man was the main hero and the center of attention in those movies? Let's call some more names. Even Thor 1 and Thor the Dark World, you can even say Captain America 1 and Captain America Winter Soldier. All these movies were more of an Iron Man, Thor, or Captain American movie than any other superhero mentioned in them. So the fandom who was going to watch these movies were genuine die-hard fans of these superheroes. Time jump to today. When you talk about a Captain America Civil War, you talk about more of a Captain American and Iron Man sort of a movie. When you watch Spider-Man, you are watching a Spider-Boy who will take 3 movies to become a Spider-Man. And in all these 3 movies you are watching a mature Iron Man helping him with everything in his life. Now add some more Spider-Man and some more villains. So the purpose of watching Peter Parker gets reduced. You are not waiting for a high with Peter Parker. Instead, you want more of Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Same with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It's more of a Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange than Strange himself, so they are not taking the hard routes to build a character. They want to create a great movie, even if it takes the main character's limelight altogether. Point number 2. Who wants a happy ending all the time? Raise your hands. Yes, we all want it, but nobody wants a quirky joke in the middle of a battle or even a deep conversation. When Endgame ended, we all were feeling a bit low because one of the giant Iron Men finally hung up his boots. Captain America became old, and it's important to feel that emotions and fairy tale ending. But then again, the movie wants to make you smile, with the scene with Thor and Star-Lord. The same goes for a lot of movies, so you see they want to create a movie in which all emotions are shown inside those 2 hours of movie, whereas the more movie you will watch, the more you will realize the impact those emotion-centered movies make. Point number 3. Who will balance the definition of being a superhero? Let's talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Scarlet Witch has been on the good side, has killed more people than Ultron and Thanos combined must have killed. She is shown as somebody affected. Same goes for Strange too. He is shown as a gentleman facing one-sided love issue. It's good to come out of it, but why do we call them a superhero? Is it because they have superpowers? Not at all, but because of their persona beyond the powers. Captain America became a superhero before he was even given the boost of the serum. Iron Man became a superhero back then in that cave. The personality you will add, the better superhero will become. Point number 4. What's wrong with the web series? Last but not the least, and perhaps the most important pillar which can destroy Marvel and can wipe out their superiority feeling, is the way they're treating and working with their shows. Very simple comparison. Take the original Daredevil and compare it with all the web series that have been released in the last 2 years. None of them, I repeat, none of them even come close to it. Because the same model of the movies is being applied to the web shows, where the character development is next to nil. You have more than 5 episodes of Loki and Moon Knight, and yet the only character you can relate to is, yes, you guessed it right, it's Loki and Moon Knight. No character development when it comes to the freedom a web series gives you. So overall, it's high time for Marvel to keep everything together. Bring something which can be remembered, rather than just creating a loop of bringing somebody from the other movie to the other movie so that the other movie looks good. It's time for Marvel to play like Marvel, rather than just another cinematic universe. No hate, I too love Marvel, just opinion. If you like what I do, subscribe and support. Thank you for 350 plus subs. Let's keep the journey going. Subscribe to Fat Man's Odyssey to find more facts, opinions, and inside stories.